Hello, hello. We are now recording. Welcome to Rise and Fit Call. Hey, Erica's jumping on. Oh my goodness, July 8th, right? July 8th already. Summit is just a few days away, and I'm so pumped and excited. And for those of you that are not able to join us live for Summit, hopefully, if you are coming, you've started packing, or at least have thought about what you're bringing. And if you are not coming with us, make sure you go to your Coach Online office in the breaking news section. There will be the opening and closing ceremonies streamed live. Okay. And so you can watch opening and that's Thursday night, I believe at 8 o'clock our time. No, 7 o'clock our time, because it's 8 o'clock their time. And so you can watch that. And then there'll also be closing ceremonies on Saturday night in there as well. So Erica, it would be completely different for you. I'm not sure what that might be. Or are you in Central? You're in Central. Oh, never mind then. Okay, so you allies are all in Central time. And so it'll be 7 o'clock your time, opening ceremonies. And then I don't remember it's probably the same thing for closing ceremonies. Closing ceremonies opening is a lot of fun as well. It's just a lot of recognition and things like that. And like a lot of announcements happen at opening ceremonies. They'll announce like new programs. We're supposed to be launching into new countries. You'll find out where Summit is next year and how to get your ticket right away for next year. There'll be all kinds of great information that happens the opening night, okay? And then closing night is the big celebration of what Beachbody is. They talk about all of the winners of all the brackets are announced, and they kind of go through the stories, and the big Beachbody Challenge winner of $100,000 is announced that night. There's also premier coaches are recognized, elite coaches are recognized, legacy, they're now calling it the Legacy Club, I think, is recognized that night as well, instead of the Million Club. And so a lot of stuff happens that night. That was a lot more like just fun, kind of like the Grammys kind of awards. The trainers get like all goofy and do funny skits and things like that. Like it's a good time. So if you're not there live, try to get on the live streams from your own home. Maybe like get together and do something fun with it. Some of you are more local to each other. Hang out and chill and watch the Beachbody opening and closing together. And like I said, that will be found in your Coach Online office under breaking news. I believe Tiffany might try to find the link and post it in the team page to be helpful, but so you know, it should be in your opening or your Coach Online office breaking news section. Shirts. Team Rise and Fit shirts for Summit will be at Summit for you, $11 to me or in the envelope like I showed you last week. And then if you're not coming to Summit and you ordered a shirt, July 27th is Super Saturday. And we're not doing a typical Super Saturday where we're having like hundreds of people show up or attempting to try to get 100 people. We're going to do something local, fun, and we're going to do a Fixate kind of gathering, Fixate potluck kind of thing. So find your favorite recipe from Fixate. Come join us here in Vinton at the park. We'll maybe do a workout. We'll see what the weather looks like. We have the amphitheater that we can do a workout on the cement. We can project it up on the big wall. But we also have the shelter where we can just hang out and eat and have fun and be social. I would bring your favorite Fixate recipe. I would bring any fun friends that you want to join your team and any amazing teammates that are in your area that you want to carpool with. Okay? Jamie, it's the same place where we did the fun run. Okay? Cool beans. So you can help direct people. Why are you in here? Well, okay, I'm on a team call right now.
I need batteries.
You need batteries. Wrong drawer. Will's mom's here, so head downstairs.
Okay.
So then we have Super Saturday, July 27th, and it's a zoo around here. July 27th, real life. July 27th is Super Saturday, so put that on your calendar for sure. I believe 10 to 3 is what we have scheduled for the day, and we just got the park kind of blocked to ourselves. Bring your kids too if you want. There's a new ninja park there, so they'll have tons of fun and meet fellow teammates, children, and such. It'll be a good time. Shakeology Challenge is up and running. I already put my sheet in my backpack so I don't forget it, so it's not in front of me. because I want to make sure I stick to it and share in my group every single day. And so doing the task gets you 10 points. Drink your Shakeology makes you healthy. Okay, so 1 slash for Shakeology, awesome job, you're healthier every day. 2 slashes if you drink your Shakeology and do the task, and you get 10 points. Okay, and those 10 points are tallied up at the end of the week, and just fun because the prizes are going to go for people that filled out the shakes, and other prizes for people who did both tasks and the shakes. Okay. So whether you're sharing that in your message thread or you're sharing it on your social media, preferably, since you're a coach and you can share your journey, it should be an easy way to talk about what you're doing and just share, and sharing is caring, right? Main hubs. Many of you are from the same 2 teams right now that are on here. And so your main hubs are this one or this one. Hopefully you are all connected in Team Rise and Fit as well. Obviously you have been because you're getting on these calls. But if you have coaches that you're bringing onto the team, add them into Team Rise and Fit, add them to your hubs, and make sure if you are in Team Rise and Fit and you don't have your coaches in here yet, that I'm kind of speaking to the grander world that is going to watch this later as well, that you at least share back down. So like if you see something in here that you strikes your fancy, share it to your main hub when you have your own team that you're building and that kind of stuff, just so it keeps everyone in the know, and sharing is caring again, trying to share resources. All right. Any other questions, comments, things to share? Celebrations. Celebrations is next. Anyone have something fun to celebrate? Should put on some party music. Who's got something fun to celebrate? Anything fun happening in the baby world, Erica, that you can celebrate?
Don't know about celebrating, but she's kind of mad at me because I left her with my mom for like 4 hours, and that was on Saturday. And ever since then, she will not let me put her down without screaming her head off. So there's that.
Take it as a love. It'll wear off. But then they're like 10 and climbing in your office for batteries, so who knows? Who else wants something fun to celebrate? You look really cute in yellow, Misty. Do you have anything fun to celebrate?
I would say my stepdaughter might be signing up as a coach. So yeah, I talked to her yesterday after going to visit her dad, and just kind of was keeping her updated on how things were going. And she's like, hey, I want to ask you like about your shakes and stuff. And, you know, she's like, you had success and I'm just like struggling. And she's battled with, you know, her weight her entire life. So I think she looks good, but anyway, so we kind of talked about that and talked about coaching and talked about, you know, how it could fit in her budget and all that kind of stuff. And she was like really excited about it. And she's like, oh, I just don't know, the 160 we're saving for a house. And I'm like, I get it. But, you know, I just explained the whole add 3 and you'll get it covered. And she was like, that sounds legit. Like that might be something I want to do. Like, so I'm like, hey, check it out. Here it is. So I put it out there, hopefully. I mean,
yay, that's awesome. And like her add 3, what do you mean add 3? You add 3 friends with Shakeology as customers, and that commission back basically pays for your own. So
yep.
So that's a plug there. Good job. And then just lost my head. Gone. Anyway, great job sharing and talking about it. Oh, sharing. So like, I hear that from a lot of people, like, oh, we're saving for a house. Oh, we're saving this. We have a lot of bills this month. Or like, whatever. Like, yeah, I get it. We all have bills. Like my refrigerator just practically died. Like the freezer died for sure. And the refrigerator is well on its way. I hope it's still on when we get home from Indy, actually. And so that's an expensive thing, but my health matters more than the things in my life, right? You know, like, and if you're not going to be able to live in that house very long, if you're not taking care of yourself, and they're going to actually, but then helping them see the value behind that, that's the harder part. But yes,
we talked about that because she was spending $80 a month on a personal trainer, at her gym. And she's like, I don't have time. She's going back to school again. She has a very, very busy life, even though she's newly married, but she has a very busy schedule. And so I just told her, I'm like, yeah, this works. This is exactly what you're looking for. And in the long run, it's not going to cost you any more. If you're already spending $80 and you're not getting anything out of it, like it's just a personal trainer. You get nothing else with it,
Right.
So yeah, it was kind of cool. So we'll see what happens.
Yay. That is exciting. Super pumped. Who else has something fun to share, exciting in their life? Ashley, are you excited that softball season's over?
It's not over yet.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm literally sitting on the bus right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Well then, yay.
We play our first round of regionals Wednesday versus either Springville or North Tama.
Cool. Well, good luck with that. That's something fun to celebrate.
Yeah, it is. We are 30-10 this year for our varsity, and then our JV is. Girls, what are we for JV? What are we for JV?
The kids will know.
19-5.
Winning
19-6.
race? Awesome. Yay, that is exciting. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Wyoming Fair this weekend. So much time and energy goes into the fair. So that is awesome. Getting to see all the fun things that happen there. Anybody else have something fun to talk about? Anything? Amara, did you find a new house? Amara, are you there? You're muted.
I guess. Oh, I am? How do I
Yep,
unmute
you're good. You're
myself?
good now. Hey, there's
Oh,
Did you find
hi.
a new place?
No, I decided to stay in my current place, which was the
Gotcha.
smarter thing to do financially, even if I'm suffering with no air conditioning. So that's a victory, though. I made an adult decision. I'm proud of
Yay, that is a celebration.
myself.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, who else has something fun to share? Jill, Chris, Jamie, Emily, Ashley, calling you all out. Anything fun to share before we get started with the topic tonight?
Chris has a big interview. I'm gonna say that right now. I know she won't say it, but we're all gonna be proving for her.
I'm excited for Chris. I know all about this, and I am just super, super excited for her. So, do you want to talk about it?
Sure. So it's been about 5.5 or 6 weeks in the making. It's been 4 phone interviews, 1 in-person interview, a business plan, an interview on the business plan, and now I am to the final step, which is a 4-hour day in the life of being a financial advisor for Edward Jones. So, big step. So they're going to, I'm going to make phone calls to customers, talk with customers, see how I do on reach outs. It's basically, it's going to be a day, half a day in the life, and they're going to see how I do with everything. So,
And you know what's
the
so
last step.
exciting about the whole thing is it's taking her love of like helping people financially and her love of helping people in health and fitness and basically merging the two. Because if I, like, correct me if I'm wrong, like everything that we talked about that you're going to basically be doing with these people financially, you are already doing, like reaching out and talking to them and advising them and supporting them and like all that kind of stuff.
I'm more right now already putting people into debt, and this is more going to be of helping people grow their assets and being more on the proactive side versus the reactive side.
Even better. Another way to help people. Woohoo! Love it. So it's tomorrow.
I don't know if I'll be on all night because I need to get some rest.
Okay. Yes, we will just wrap this up on time tonight and you can go get some sleep. So the rest of you, anybody, we've got some other more faces on here. Yay. Who else has something fun and exciting to share? There's got to be something cool and fun happening in Worlds. Chandra's going to her first summit. Excited for that. I tried packing today and, well, I have all my stuff packed. I'm packed. Josh is now packed. Patty tried to fit in his suitcase tonight. So that was funny and interesting. Gosh, yeah, shocker, Kim's packed. Yeah, I was pretty much packed like 2 weeks ago. Okay, shall we get rolling in content tonight? It is 8:20. So many fun faces on. I did a lot of announcements early on. Quick recap. If you're not going to Summit, opening and closing ceremonies will be in your coach online office in the breaking news section. Watch them live. They're so much fun to be a part of. You'll get to know all the new stuff that's happening on the opening ceremonies, and you'll get to celebrate a lot of fun stuff on the closing ceremonies. So watch that. The link will be in your breaking news section of the Coach Online office. Shirts are coming, $11. For those of you showing up at Summit, they will be there for you. Summit actually starts on Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central time. So that helps you out. And then, so we'll have the t-shirts will be at Summit for you, $11. If you're not going to Summit, put July 27th on your calendar for the Super Saturday, 10 to 3 in Vinton. We'll have with the park. We have the park shelter up here by the hospital. So we have the indoor space that we can utilize. Bring a Fix8 dish. Bring your favorite Fix8 dish. Bring teammates that are near you. Bring friends that you want to be part of the team. And if you need to, bring your kids because they can play in the park. Okay? Still undecided if we're going to do a workout or not with food in there. Who knows? I don't know if you guys want to hang out all sweaty in your workout clothes if we work out right away. But so that's something you'll think about and maybe see what the weather's like. There is a large like amphitheater area that we have, like big cement pad that we could work out on and project up on the screen if needed. So that's something to be thinking about. And then Shakeology Challenge is that if you drink your Shakeology, congratulations, you're super healthy. If you did the task that went along with that piece, you earn 10 points. Okay, so you earn up to 70 points a week for doing the tasks. If you drink your Shakeology, thumbs up to you, fist bump maybe, way to be healthy and take on a healthier version of you. If you are rocking the tasks, bonus points, not bonus points, I guess that sounds like you're actually getting points for it. Bonus to you if you're putting it on your actual social media and sharing, and then people will join you because you do get bonus points for more entries into the pot if you add a coach to the team or if you add 2 coaches to the team. All the extra fun stuff is going in there. Chris says Team Rock Your Fit Day is Thursday. Absolutely it is. I'm excited for it. It's from 11 to 3 on Thursday. I do not believe it will be streamed anywhere. If we can get Julianne streamed in, that will probably be the only one. If people want to go live in the team page that are there and maybe get on some Wi-Fi, or if it's available, I don't know. The tech guy that I talked to today at Builtwell seems to not really know his head from his butt. So we'll see. I'm like, I know more than you do, buddy. He kept telling me I needed an HDMI cord to connect to the Wi-Fi. And I was like, no, you don't. Whatever. So we'll figure that out when we get there. But we'll be doing that. And if maybe somebody goes live for different sections, we have 7 speakers this year, which is so much fun because it's elite and premier coaches, both of them, both sets of them, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So all that being said, let's chit chat tonight about being the example, okay? So how many of you on the screen tonight are moms? Many of you, right? Okay. How many, keep your hands up if you have someone in your life that you can influence, that you live with, okay? Most all of you, right? Okay, keep your hands up if you have someone in your life, maybe that you don't live with, but you interact with a lot, that you can influence in some sort of way in life. Yeah? Ashley, you have like a whole bus full of kids right now that you could totally raise your hand for, right? Okay, so we are all influencers, right? By hanging out with other people, by engaging with other people socially, whether it's face-to-face, whether it's on a Zoom call like this, whether it's on your social media, whether it's the people you live with, the people you work with, in some way, shape, or form, we all influence people, right? And in order to be a leader, all you have to do is to be an influencer. A leader is one step ahead of the person that's following them. When you have a long line of ducks that are walking along the sidewalk, the leader is the one in front. but they're just 1 or 2 waddles ahead of the person behind them, or person behind them, right? So you just have to be 1 step ahead. And by you being already on the team, you are 1 step ahead. By having a 1 client under you, or you being a client already, if you can talk to your people about this, like if you have people that are already amazing challengers in your group, or you have people that you have started something with you, they are already 1 step ahead of somebody that's not done anything. So they are already an influencer. They are already a leader, by say, because they're influencing other people and they're doing something about their health and helping other people do that. So we all are influencers already, just by hanging out with people. We influence our kids in how we talk, how we eat, how we show up, how we believe in ourselves, how we do those kinds of things. You just think about like the example or the role model that you want to be for your kids, right? So like, what are some things that you feel like you have influence? Drop this in the chat. Like, what are some things that you feel like you can really influence with the people in your world? And I'm going to say children a lot of times because most of the people on the screen have kids, but no, if you don't have kids, it's other people in your life. Okay. How can you influence other people? Like, what is it that, what does a good role model look like to you? Or what is it that you want to influence people with in your life? Positivity, positive mindset, kindness, the way I can now be better, react to stressful situations, routines, attitude, food choices, all good things, right? So like when I think about the role model that I want to be for Hattie, the role model I want to be with for Jonah, empathy, oh, that's huge. Yes. Knowing what the role model that I get to be is that I, 1, am taking care of myself. So every day they know my workout is non-negotiable. And if I haven't worked out yet by the time they wake up, they're like, why haven't you worked out? Like, it's just a question for them now. Like, why aren't you doing that? Right? Eating healthier. Hattie the other day I was here working and up here for a long time, and she brought me a Beach Bar. She was like, I thought you might be hungry. Oh, thank you, honey. Then she went downstairs and grabbed the chocolate chips out of the cupboard and went and watched TV. But at least she was thinking about me. I think she was trying to distract me. But anywho, it's a matter of how can you be an influence for other people? We tell our kids all the time, like, be kind, be positive, help other people, be a dreamer, go do the fun stuff, like go be adventurous, right? But then how many times do we say those things to our kids or our people in our life, but then we don't do those same things? Like we tell our kids, be bold, be courageous, go do fun things. And then we sit back and wait and watch and we're not courageous and bold. We say, be happy, go dream, go be healthy, right? You should be eating all of your veggies on your plate. And then we're in the kitchen, taking all the food off of everyone's plates and eating way too big of portions. Guilty, that's where I was in my world. I wondered why I was so heavy. Well, I was eating for 3 because I was always cleaning up kids' plates. So it's just a matter of, are you walking the walk? Are you being the example that you want your kids to follow? Because they are definitely watching you. And whether it's your kids or your coworkers or your spouse or your significant other or whoever it might be in your life, they're always watching you do things. And that's how you're influencing them to do the same kinds of things. How many of you in college were ever influenced by just pure pressure of people around you to do certain things? Okay. Now I usually am a girl who sticks my heels in and doesn't do things, but I will say I did things and follow the crowd sometimes too, right? So we all are influenced by other people, and just by having a group of people together doing the same kind of thing helps more influence of other people doing things. So that's kind of where, if you are walking the walk, you're dreaming the dreams, you're doing the healthy living thing, and you are showing that you're surrounding yourself with other people doing the same kinds of things, other people will notice that and want to either be a part of it, or getting into your challenge groups and seeing other people stick with it and do those kinds of things. That's why challenge groups are so powerful. That's why social media is so powerful. That's why talking about this community that you're a part of is so powerful, right? Social influence helps. One thing here's a little tip for you, a little pro tip that I just totally remembered that we'd done a while ago, was that when I was starting a challenge group, I started, I would have my sneak peek group and I would say, hey, who's in, right? And they're crickets. No one would want to be the first one to jump on the bandwagon, right? Just like no one wanted to be the first one to share a celebration tonight. But when I started saying, hey, Jill Brown is in, she has her Shakeology, she has Beachbody On Demand, she's so excited to really get rocking and rolling with whatever program it was back then. Maybe it was like Hammer and Chisel or something. I still have these graphics on my little box that I chatted about earlier. I found them the other day. So I would say Jill is in. Now, Jill is already a coach. Jill already has Shakeology. Jill already has BOD, but the other people didn't know that. So I would say Jill Brown is in. She's so excited to get in and do this fun program with us. Jess Roetter, she is in. She is all about getting in and like share a little bit about the program and those kinds of things. You know, I would go through several of my teammates that were in. Now, with MM100, Julianne has already created that little template for us that says we're in. Like you can create your own, and then you can go to the sneak peek group and download the ones from your coaches, the other coaches on the team or challengers, and use those in your stories. Who is in? Check this out. Chandra, Janae, Ashley, Jamie, Misty, they're all in. Are you wanting to do this too? Yeah, create some FOMO around it, that you only have so many spots left, kind of thing. And then also just being that example for them. So are you being the role model? Are you doing the programs? Are you doing are drinking Shakeology? Are you drinking Energize? Are you showing up on your social media that you're doing it and that they can do it too? So being the example is definitely, there are 4 vital behaviors that we have in Beachbody as a coach. Being a product of the product is the number one thing that you need to master as either a coach of self or coach of others. Part of my presentation I'm going to share on Thursday talks about how it takes the 4 vital behaviors and breaks them down by categories, right? So as a coach and an Emerald level coach, your number one vital behavior that you should definitely get in no matter what happens is being a product of the product. Getting your own self-care in and showing up with that. 100% of your time and energy should be about sharing your story and inviting with your story while being a product of the product. Once you move to get yourself to more of a diamond level, then you're starting to move into more of that personal development is more of your focus. So if you are a super busy person, like I am, and I know many of you are, there are 4 vital behaviors. 1, be a product of the product. 2, invite, connect, and share. 3, personal development. And 4 is celebrate recognition, right? So if you are working on those working through those 4 vital behaviors, and if you get nothing else done in the day, make sure you get your workout in and your nutrition is on point and talk about it. And every time you share, you are showing up for other people and you're being the example to follow. If Chandra has 3 kids and 2 of them are in 2 different towns for baseball game, but yet she got up on Saturday morning and did her workout anyway, that shows me that I can get up and do the same kind of thing. She's running all over the state of Iowa, all over places, even coming to Crazy Benton, and she still gets her stuff done, right? She's packing things to go to the baseball field. They're taking things with you to the park. Jill went on a picnic with her family one day. Like she took things with her, right? And so it's just a matter of being the example, showing up how you show up, but not just in your life, on social media as well, and being the example there too. So being a product of the product is your number one goal if you are a coach to an Emerald level coach, okay? As you're working yourself to Diamond, you're going to bring people with you, and you're going to work your way up there by being a healthy living advocate. And when you invite people to your team, talk to them in a way that they too can be a healthy living advocate. And this isn't like trickery by any means, but like you talking to them about being a coach for whatever reason seems intimidating, right? Coaches are the people that yell at referees and get on your kids and like tell you to do things. You don't have to be like, that's not what this is about, right? This is about living healthy and being a product of the product, being a role model for healthy living, and showing up for other people to do the same kind of thing. Encouragement, support, community, those kinds of things. So if you are showing up as a product of the product yourself, talking to people about being a healthy living advocate with you, they're going to join you and you're going to grow your team. And once you get from that point, once you have those things kind of down and it kind of just naturally happens that as you start adding enough people to your team, you reach that diamond level. Now your habits should be really pretty much taken care of. And it's just like brushing your teeth. It's just like, getting up in the morning. It's like, they're so ingrained in you that you don't even think about it. It's just a way of life for you now that you're taking care of yourself and eating well, right? And then when you get to that next level, now personal development is your focus for sure, because there are going to be hard days, and there's going to be leadership struggles, and there's going to be times when people aren't going to want to show up, and you have to figure out how you're going to get through that and how your journey is going to keep going regardless. There's a podcast out right now with Ed Mylett and Rachel Hollis. I think it's on her Rise podcast. Ed Mylett is a genius. He drops so many amazing bombs. Rachel Hollis obviously is amazing as well. And so making sure you go listen to this one, it's like double brain explosion when you do it. But really talking about how people are watching you, and especially as women, being influencers of life. And you have the power to shape your household. You have the power to shape the people around you. You have the power to shape the people in your life. And so if you're not going for it, if you're not being a product, if you're not shaping and changing your mindset and doing the things you're going to do, the people around you aren't going to do it either, right? And so you have to be that role model for them. In this podcast, though, Ed Mylett and Rachel Hollis were talking about, and he said, not all relationships last. You are going to reach out to a lot of people, and not everyone is going to say yes. How many of you have heard that before? Right? Or felt it? You get a lot of ghosting, you get a lot of no's, a lot of not yets, and you just keep moving forward because it's not the right time for them. And if you even bring someone on and they buy a challenge pack, they're doing a program with you, and then all of a sudden they fall off the wagon, right? And then it's maybe not there. Some of you are going to build your businesses to star diamond level teams, and people are going to just bow out at any point because it doesn't always, with the way you're growing and the way other people are growing isn't always going to be at the same pace. And it's going to you have to understand that not all relationships last in the long term. I personally have, this is going to sound crazy, but I've personally gone through 4 success partners. Maybe it's a me thing. I don't know. There's something wrong with me, but I've had 4 people start running with me in this business and either quit completely, slow down tremendously, or just be like, I don't think this is going to work. And then one of them was me saying, I don't think this is going to work. But it's just a matter of finding someone and being an influence for yourself and knowing that you're going to keep going and being a part of something that you're proud of, and that and no matter what happens in this business, you stand for something in your own life and what you're doing, and the people that are going to come with you are the people that will come with you. And if they run with you, amazing. If they don't, it's okay. And you just keep plugging along, because this isn't about making massive amount of money. This isn't about, getting to some crazy rank. This isn't about like short-term success. This is about healthy living and being a healthy living advocate and taking care of yourself for the long haul. And when there's an amazing community like all of you that are on the screen with me, that feels awesome. When sometimes the faces on the screen will change completely, there will be new people that join the team. There will be people that leave the team. There will be more people that join the team. And it's just about how is that going to affect you, or is that going to encourage you to keep going on your own journey because you're going to do it despite what they're doing, right? So think about those kinds of things. Lost my spot in my notes. This is from a completely separate thing, but one quote that I heard this weekend, actually in church, our pastor talked about, she was actually talking about breaking up with her phone because it's like addicting to her. But the quote that she used was, "Love is focused attention." So immediately my Beachbody brain went to, love is focused attention. What you focus on, you create more of. So what is it that in this world that you're loving? And what is in this world are you not loving? We could all write a post about this and share it sometime soon. Love is focused attention. Are you giving yourself attention? Self-care matters. Are you giving your kids attention? Are you giving your spouse attention? Are you giving negative things attention, like all the chocolate in the world and whatever it might be, the negative vibes that are running around in your head, what are you giving attention to? Because if that's where you're giving attention, that's where the love is happening. And that seems weird that you can love something negative, but it's true. What you focus on, you create more of, and you're always going to continue to keep going in that direction. So when you can be focused on the things that you give your attention to, the things that are going to be positive for you, you're going to go a lot farther in life, in relationships, in this business, in your own health journey, by focusing on the things that you know are going to help move the needle for you. Okay? When you find people to mentor you, you find people to link arms with, and you find people to pour into, that's when you're going to find the most success, because we crave community as human beings. It's one of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, is community, connection with people, right? So when you can find a group of people or new people to bring to the group of people where you can be mentored, where you can link arms with them and do something purposeful and impact the world, and you can pour into other people, that's where you have the most bang for your buck. And I don't think I have to tell any one of you on the screen that this opportunity provides all three of those things. You can be mentored in life. And I had a conversation earlier with someone today that I was like, okay, I need your take on this. And I would never have known her if it wasn't for this coaching opportunity. We don't live in the same state. We're not a part of the same team, but we are connected through this coaching opportunity. And I rely on her as a trusted friend to mentor me in life, to be that ear that I need sometimes, and to link arms with her and do amazing things with. So who are the people in your life that you want to mentor or be mentored by, that you want to link arms with to do something great, and that you want to pour into or support in the process of doing something with their health or their happiness or their whatever? Who are the people in your life that you think really need this? Write those names on your paper right now. Some of you are writing names of people that are already on the team. Some of you are writing names of people that are in your life that are not yet on this team. Some of you are writing people's names down that you've thought about in the past, but you're too afraid to talk to about this. Or that are in your challenge groups that you just feel like need to come along for the complete ride. The team is the ultimate invite. The team is the best offer that you have for people. We've talked a lot in the past couple weeks, this month, last month, about what is your one thing that you have to offer people. What are you known for? What are the things that you absolutely love that you can passionately share about? Hopefully, one of the things on that list, on that very short list of things, is the team. The team comes with any of the other things that you have to offer. Chris loves Beachbody On Demand and the performance line. She likes Shaco too, pretty awesome thing. But her favorite thing is Beachbody On Demand because of the variety, and the performance line because it gives her energy and it keeps her from being sore. That's her offer. But what comes with that offer is being a coach of self or being a coach of others. Now, could someone join her with a 2B mindset because they need nutrition work? Absolutely. Will they find a community of support to join them with that process? Absolutely. Could they join her with the Ultimate Reset? Yes, she's killed it like two times now. 2 times you've done it. So like, you have a story to tell. You have something that you can passionately talk about. Especially, I know all of you on the screen have had some sort of success with something in this business, and you should passionately talk about it with other people. especially the people that are on the list that you wrote down, especially if they're not here yet. One of the questions on the Shako sheet for the challenge is, who's your best friend and is she here? Right? Think about that. Who are the people that you want to surround yourself with, and why are they not here yet? A lot of people think that they have to have confidence in order to do this. They have to already be at their goal weight. They have to already know everything about all the programs and products. They have to be confident in who they are in order to be a coach, to bring other people along. All conspiracy theory. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You do have to want to help people. You do have to want to show up for yourself. But confident people are the ones that are willing to face the brokenness and walk through it anyway. There's a lot of brokenness in your worlds. None of us live a perfect life, right? We all have crap that has crumbled beneath us. But that also means that we have a lot to build on. There's a lot of foundation below us that we can build up higher with. So you don't have to come to the table knowing everything. You don't have to come to the table with all of the right answers or all of the knowledge of all the programs and products. You just have to show up and be the example. How are you living your life as a healthy living advocate? And how are you showcasing that with other people? When you take your lunch to work with you, are you eating it in the lounge or the community space where other people can see you eating it? Or do you take it back to your office and hide? Do you drink your shake in meetings? Or do you wait till it's some other time where they can't necessarily see it? Are you proud of your journey? Talk about it. Share it with people. It gets way less scary when you do it more often because it's a part of who you are and it's part of your life. And if they have a problem with it, that's their problem, not yours. And the simple answer is, if they're asking you questions about it, share. Just be honest with them. I want to live healthier. I have this going on in my family and I don't want to be a part of that. I've been down the road of struggle and I don't want to keep on that path. These changes are keeping me out of that. Many of you know that my dad is morbidly obese and in a nursing home at the age of 60 with one leg. I don't want to be there. I don't want to do that. There's diabetes type 1 and type 2. He is type 2, but type 1 diabetes that runs in my family. I don't plan on going that route. Now, obviously, type 1 will choose me if it really needs to choose me, but I feel very prepared to take on my life if that ever were to happen. It usually hits people in the 40s, which I'm a ways away from. So it's just a matter of being who you are, sharing your life, and showing up and being the example for other people. Just like you would show up and be the example for the people in your house. Show up and be the example for other people. Yeah, I'm a long way from 40. Just turned 36. 2 years? Oh, you're only 32. I was like, there's no way you're 30. Unmute and defend yourself.
I have 2 weeks left of being in my 30s.
2 weeks left? Well, dude, we have to have like a special party for you at...
I am. We're having a fair. Little Jones County Fair and a concert, Toby Mac, for me.
Lucky you. I wish we were going to the Toby Mac concert. We have something going on that night.
You're going to my surprise party at the fair.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Good thing you didn't ruin it. Okay, I'll mute again.
So how can you, let's brainstorm a list right now. How can you show up in your world? Start showing up a little bit more as being an example. Who can you talk to? How can you show up in life? Maybe it's as simple as eating your prepared meal, you're taking your color-coded containers with you to lunch at work. Maybe it's inviting a friend to go on a walk with you. Maybe it's showing up on social media. Maybe it's taking a healthy recipe to a family get-together. I have pretty much figured out that if I take something to a get-together for myself, I better like triple the recipe because they're all going to devour it. I think they look forward to me bringing something healthy, which is kind of crazy, but awesome, right? So think about it right now. What are some things, write down at least 3 things on your to-do list tonight, 3 things between now and next week when we get together that you can do to show up and be an example. Show up and being a product of the product. Maybe there's 3 things on your Shakeology challenge. Kudos to you for efficiency. Double, double, double win, right? Think about all the people that you touch base with in life. How could you be an example to them? And if you feel so compelled, in fact, I highly encourage you to write your 3 things in the comments. Let's get some ideas flowing. Posting every day. Yep. Being consistent with it. Share about my must do before 40 list. Fun. Public workout to invite people doing Beachbody workout together. Sneak peeks in the groups more often. Post more about nutrition. Keep showing up with Shaco. Team retreats. Heck yeah. Share about walking through brokenness. Could share my plan to getting healthy, eating, working out, it's vacation. Yes. Be more consistent with posting your feed. Share the containers, more nutrition, more of the team. Love it. Staying consistent. Emma 100 and sticking to the program again. Reaching out to those that are liking and watching your stories. Absolutely. I posted about that this morning in the team page. While I was listening to personal development this morning, I went through the 135 people that watched my story about MM100 yesterday and messaged 35 of them, wrote down 22 names. The others have been watching for a long time and I don't really expect them to respond, but they're showing up in my store. And so I'm reaching out to them. Share more on social media, be consistent, good. One thing that I've been doing more of lately, and those of you that are going to Summit, pay attention to Darla's presentations, very good, about all the places that you can share your stuff. One thing that I've been doing a lot lately is that when I do a story sequence, like a talking at my phone story sequence or showing how I'm doing something in my kitchen, then I download those stories and I put them together in a single movie then. So I could put them into video show or I put them into something else. So instead of being 15-second chunks, now they're put together in like a minute 15 or something like that. And then I upload that to my Facebook page or I upload that to my Instagram if it's a minute, you know, or up into my IG stories. And then it's there, it can be longer, up to 15 minutes. So you get more people seeing your stuff and it's saved someplace else and people can be consistent with it there. Did I get any responses from messages this morning? Yes, I've had a box full of messages all day long, people engaging and interacting with stuff. The more polls you put on things, even not even about health and fitness, but just like anything, Which socks should I wear today? Is it going to be hot or cold out tomorrow? Am I going to need an umbrella? Should I get this or that? People love giving their opinions. Ask a lot of questions, and it opens the door to have conversations with people. I am all about efficiency. So anytime that I can start a simple conversation by asking a question and seeing where the conversation goes from there, that's what I'm going to do. It took me less time than that podcast this morning and quote of the day, which wasn't very long this morning, about 10 minutes, to send out all of those messages. Yeah, Summit clothing outfits blew up your post today. Absolutely. People love giving opinions, especially about clothes. When I get back, I'm really trying really hard to eat all the things in my fridge right now. Like I said, in case it dies before we come home. So eating all the stuff in our fridge right now, when I get back, I'm going to ask the questions about what should I be putting, what kind of other veggies should I be putting in my chop up mash stuff. By the way, it is like the best thing since sliced bread to just throw all of the veggies into the Ninja and chop them up finely and then eat them that way. So delicious. And you can get so many vegetables in your body in a day. I had a whole head of purple cabbage today. It was like this big. And I started cutting it up at lunchtime and just throwing it in the thing. And then it's already gone. Like I've chopped it all up into the massive bowl and eaten most of it. I did dinner tonight. I have lunch tomorrow. And I might take something with me. Do I cook the veggies first? Nope. It's all raw. And it's whatever I decide to throw in there. So lately it's been like colored peppers and kale and spinach, sometimes lettuce, broccoli once in a while. Well, that has some alternative effects on my system sometimes. Red cabbage or the purple cabbage, whatever's in my house. Carrots, throw them in there, chop them up. Great base for things. Add some meat or not. Yes, like the chopped salads in the bag, but way better for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Other questions, other ways that you can be examples. Anything anyone wants to share? What's going through your heads? You're so quiet. I've got good wait time. How are you guys going to show up this week? What are you going to do to grow your business, grow yourself, your coach yourself? Sharing Summit. Hallelujah. Yes. I had a girl reach out to me when I was in Chicago. How do we get to be a part of this? You guys are so supportive of each other. Darn right we are. Summit always spices things up. Yep. Share everything from Summit. And for those of you that are going, I would, in your Instagram story setting, to save yourself some time, the efficiency tip here, go into your settings and turn on the save everything. So when you take a picture, it'll automatically save it to your camera roll. When you do a story, it'll automatically save the video to your camera roll, and then you can use it later. I learned my lesson when I went to Diamond Retreat out in Colorado. I did not do that. And I did everything on Snapchat or everything on Instagram stories. And then when I got home, I didn't have any pictures because they all disappeared. And it made me so sad. So I just leave the setting on all the time now. And that's what fills up my phone all the time and my iTunes, or not my iTunes, my iCloud. But you just go through and delete things and then you've got more space again. Yes, there is such a thing. It's amazing. That's how I save my clips also, and then just smash them together in a video to share something else. Yeah, don't have to resave them. Well, that means you got to do something else. You got a lot of things that you could get rid of on your phone. All right, anything else anyone has fun to share? If not, I'm gonna send you all to bed or go pack. Thoughts, questions, ideas? See you back here. I pay for extra too. See you back here next Monday. Well, we'll debrief all the Fun Summit stuff. We'll have lots of fun things to share with you. So those of you that are going to Summit, bring a highlighter with you or something to star your stuff so you can have something to share next week. If you want to go next year, tickets will start going on sale Thursday night. Everyone in Team Beachbody that has an account and a coaching account will get an email that says Summit tickets are now available. Buy now. And it will be the cheapest price that you'll ever get. Okie dokie artichokes. And of course, we'll do some amazing house or something together again and all get together. Please be back in June. Yeah, I don't know if that will happen. They got a lot of slack for schools not being out yet when they did it in June. You know, not in Iowa, but